Okay. All right. So just stand super relaxed, just as you normally would. You're just chilling. Okay. So we'll just start from the bottom. We'll just look. So your feet actually. Where are you pushing your weight to?
Heel.
Heel. Yeah. So your toes aren't pointing out at all. So there's no pronation there. That's fine. All right. Are you leaning more? A bit of an arch there. Ooh. It seems to be okay.
They caught that on camera.
I would say if anything, you're probably more flat than you are.
Yes, I am.
You're pronated, not supinated.
Yes, I think that's
you're
true.
leaning, and your toes aren't leaning out, so that makes sense. So both you would be there. Let's go up to the knees. It seems to be tracking quite well there, actually.
Well, I've done this before, and that was the answer last time.
Yeah, you're not knucking and you're not bow tied either. So good, none of that. All right, we'll come back up. We'll just look front on.
As we go halfway, right?
Okay. Now I'm just going to see.
Well, no, you're better off on that side, huh? Because there's more gap. Bit further, bit further, bit further.
Upper body.
There you go.
Upper body. So just looking at you there.
Well, you'll notice the difference when you get to my shoulders. So.
Yeah, so it does look like your right one sits a bit lower. So why don't we turn you around and we'll do that from behind, I think. So turn around, again, natural stance, just kind of hang in there. I'm just gonna have to come in front of you, just have a look. So if we go from the spine, no scoliosis, scapula.
I've got two of them.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a little bit raised on that side.
Yeah, probably.
On the right, I'd say. Shoulder deviation.
Definitely.
Well, from here, it's not as, once we get you on your side, I might be able to see it a bit more. And then your head.
I have one of them.
Yeah, okay, good. Alrighty, so now if we come to a lateral view, so if you just turn,
Sideways?
we'll do both sides, yeah. So we'll again start from down here and we'll now be able to see that if these are a bit rounded or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said rounded. One's just higher than the other.
Yeah, just sort of noticed looking at you at the front. All right, so ankles again. Yeah, again, because you're flat-footed, you've probably got a slight rotation inward.
Was Mum not available for this?
I'm doing her leg.
Really? Yeah. She'll love it. Without the shirt on. Bruce, are you going to get his go-to?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, that's fine. Knee, if I had the line here in the calcaneus, I'd say you're probably pushing slightly anteriorly, but I don't think it would be too, like it doesn't look hyperextended.
No, certainly not that far, but maybe a tad.
So
Smidgel.
yeah, that's okay. So definitely not flex, but probably not quite hyperextended. Right, coming up to lordosis. Actually, not really. So you have like a slight natural curve there, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's overly pronounced.
It's not like James Tedesco.
So no, or me.
You were overly pronounced?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back problems. Okay, and then we'll go to flat back. So yeah, I'd say you're probably flatter. Like there's a natural curve, but I wouldn't class you as a flat back.
No, I wouldn't do that.
All right, we'll go kyphosis again. Not really. Lucky you. Seems to be, as I said, I think that's more a natural curve. I think that's right. So no. If anything, you're probably flatter there because you don't have much of a curve. Trunk rotation.
Oh, I like this bit. You're in front of the camera right now.
Trunk rotation.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't think so. I don't think so, no. Shoulders sitting forward. I think we'll say just slightly.
Well, I think if you were standing on my other side, one of them would be a little more forward than the other.
Yeah, and I think that would be your right?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, which is what I noticed in the frontal. Yeah, I'd say slightly forward, just.
But yeah, I mean.
But more on the right.
And not fatal, just it'll kind of works.
Yeah, and then we'll just check the head. Doesn't look overly forward. Your upper trap is fine there. Doesn't look overextended any. Okay, so head, no.
Head.
No. Alrighty. And then other side, we'll have a little look, check the other side. So shimmy around for me.
Oh, you don't go to the other side?
No.
I do.
Yep.
This
You're the
way.
patient. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, just come. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, that's a bit better.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, so again, yeah, your feet sort of match up there. As you're a bit flat-footed, you're leaning out on the side there. Knee. Can you show me what a hyperextended knee would look like?
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go back to normal. Yeah. So that's great. Nice bend. Cool. Same both sides.
I mean, this is the comfortable stance. I can push my legs like that
No,
and
no,
feel
no.
like Donald Trump.
What you would just
Yeah.
how you would
No,
naturally
and
stand,
that,
fine.
I understood the drill, but yeah, I'm not hyperextended.
So yeah, so no, I would say yeah, fairly. I think yeah, good natural curve. So I wouldn't worry about that. Trunk, fine. Shoulders, yeah, it just looks like it leans a bit more forward on the right there.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is because it's not scapular related. It's obviously rotator cuff related or something that it just tends to do this, and I've got to really work hard. And any trainer notices
You might
it.
just have an instability.
And it might be that too.
Multi-directional instability is what I have. So
Yeah, well,
There you go.
certainly that's true on the other side.
okay, so now I'm going to just start standing me again. So we just want you to take a few steps. So just whatever a natural step would be, and we're just going to look at a bit of the tracking, see what your hip and your knee is and your foot. is all
Any
doing.
leg, does it matter?
We'll do both. So
So there,
yeah, so just fairly continuous.
there.
Maybe just stick with the
There.
one side for the minute. Yeah, so your knee actually wants to come in towards that big toe a little bit.
Let's try the other one.
Yeah.
This one's probably a bit different.
Yeah, that's not coming in as much as the other one. So your right knee.
It's interesting when I do that. Yeah, when I look down, my right big toe is obliterated by my knee. On this side,
You've got much more room. So I think going towards that second toe is the ideal place to go.
So I have to get that over.
So which might mean you got a bit of an instability in that hip as well. So I would say
See, I can
your
force myself to do that.
Your left is no, that's your right, sorry, isn't it?
This is my
Right. So
my left. Yeah, just did that way. I've never
so you
noticed
have a
it.
bit of instability on the left, on the right. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, so hip and knee. Just do a couple more on the right for me. Yeah, so they want to go out towards your toes.
I mean, I should try and force it out.
I mean, like it wants to. Yeah, that's where your instability is. Your tracking, which means your hip might go out to the side as well.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, and then let me just have a little look at your foot now. Sorry, can you just do a couple more steps? That seems quite okay. I wouldn't say excessive pronation at all. I'd say that's almost supination actually. Oh no. Actually, you have a little bit of pronation where you're leaning in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
just
probably true.
gentle on the left and the right.
Yeah, that's probably true, Hyde.
Gentle.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, just, sorry, I've got to come to the side, I didn't realise. Just do a few more for me.
Good butt workout. Your little
Okay.
lungy poos.
So, if your heels are slightly lifting on both. Oh, on the rear foot, definitely.
Well, do you want me to not to do that? I'll just sit here and I can do
No,
that.
yeah, no, that's fine. And then it's a slight lift on the front foot as well. Just that ankle mobility, you've slightly raised. I could probably fit a credit card under there, so we'll go yes and yes.
Yep, that's true.
And 2 more.
And that's the camera. Oh, well, oh, close. No, you're getting a little straight. Yeah, there you go. We're back in biz.
And then I'm just gonna look at, just do 2 more for me. Yeah, trunk is okay. Nope, nope, cool. All right, there, so I've got 2 more to do. This next one, we're just gonna take a little lateral step out and then you'll come back in. Same deal, stick with the one side. Yep, so as you can see, it will notice now, your knee is slightly going over your foot instead of staying in alignment.
Well, do you want me to go this way?
No, no, lateral, completely lateral.
I can do that, I just wasn't programmed.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, so just natural without me cueing you.
Yeah, then it definitely falls over.
Yep. So that is your left. And what about if you do that same thing to the right for me?
Still the same thing, same problem. Not the same issue.
All right, and then just do a couple more on this side and we'll see where your hips go. I think your hips stacking quite, your hips probably, because your knee's going so wide, your hips okay. But
so
your
let's try
knee is taking it.
Let's
Look at your head alignment as well. Yeah. So your head stays inside your foot. And that's both sides. Okay.
Good place to have your head.
Yeah.
Stick it in your foot.
All right. Just do 2 more each side. Start on the left for me. Yeah. Okay. No excessive flexion of trunk, and then come this way for me. Yeah, that's good. You're what I was looking for there is as you were taking, did you have to lean, but you were able to maintain that. So happy with that?
Well, that's a function of been going to gyms for 15 years too, so
well,
I know the drill.
All right, do a couple more. Last one.
Same thing.
Yeah. So we do have that, and then go the other way for me. So, oh, okay, interesting. More so on the right. So, okay, last one for me, please, is we're going to a transverse step and reach. So what that'll look like from a front on position is you're just going to step sort of diagonally back, and we're just going to reach back. So you've got the slight loading there, and then you're going to come in.
Yep.
So we're just going to be here.
Okay.
Good. Actually, what I'll get you to do is if you face that way and continue the same side, and I'll look at it from behind. No. Does.
Okay.
One more for me.
Haven't found what we're looking for.
Good. So your right leg, not straight. And then...
Obviously, this isn't a test. This is.
No, this is just.
What are you observing?
There's no right or yeah, exactly right. Okay. Yeah, same thing.
That's a little mini leg workout we're doing here today, hey?
Yeah.
Body weight leg workout. I did legs yesterday. If I'd known, I wouldn't have.
Interesting. It looks like you move better going this way, like a bit more freely.
Yeah, it's because my left leg isn't as stable as my right.
Yeah. Okay.
That is actually, that's a good observation, because this is not nearly as stable. It's not as
Yeah.
strong. So one leg deadlifts, one leg whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Squats. This guy, no problem.
Yeah,
this
no.
guy, real problem.
I think that's kind of the way with everyone, really.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
If we can just get you to sign there.
my client or student?
Client. I'm student.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I will
Done.
say, I think there's not much there with that uneven side because you're better on the, well, you're more stable in some parts on the,
All right.
yeah, on the right. But then again, that was your one with the hip going out with the knee.
True.
So a slight tracking problem. I don't think it would be much if you're training now and there's no problem, but if you were to excessively continually load and perhaps like a forward lunge and keep going. If you are a bit wild on that right side, then that tracking might be
So
an
that's been
issue.
noticed every time. As soon as the weight load goes up, when I get to this side, my tendency is this,
Right.
and that's just no good. On this side, I'm normally stronger, but if I'm engaging my glutes, I actually end up with a much better result, because sometimes I just forget and I work the quads only.
Right.
And because you got to turn them on. If you don't turn them on, they don't turn on automatically. So when I'm here with a really heavy weight, like if I got 16s in each hand, that's hard for me to maintain this side. I end up,
Yeah.
and particularly when you're on the way back after you've done 10 forward, 10 back, it's like, fuck.
Well, I think it probably starts from your feet. If you're flat to there, then that naturally rolls your knees. So then you might be overcompensating. Also, then that goes into that funny hip that you've got. So there's people you can see about it, but I would just be mindful of training.
I'm 61. I just